I'm going to show you how to get tickets if you want to visit DC museums in 2020. Hello, my name is Rob. I'm a tour guide and the founder of Trip Hacks DC Tours. On this channel, I share my best tips, tricks, and hacks for exploring Washington, DC. So if you're interested in that sort of thing, make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell notification icon so that you don't miss anything in the future. Museums in Washington, DC shut down in March because of the coronavirus pandemic and are now slowly starting to reopen. Until there's a vaccine or a widespread treatment, museums will simply not be able to operate at their full capacity, which means if you want to go, you will need a timed ticket. A timed ticket is simply a ticket to the museum, except that instead of going whenever you please, you have to go at the specific time that your ticket's for. I wanted to do a quick video to show you exactly how to get tickets to the museums that are already reopened. And I'm curious, which of these museums would you be most interested in visiting? Leave a comment down there and let me know. With that said, let's get started. The first museums that reopened in DC were our private museums. For these museums, since you already needed a ticket, not much has actually changed, except that it's even more important that you buy your tickets online in advance, because the last thing you want is to show up and get turned away because they'd already sold out all their tickets for the day. I'm going to pull up my phone screen right over here and show you exactly how to get tickets to the Spy Museum. The first thing you'll want to do, obviously, is to go over to the Spy Museum website, and right at the very top are today's hours and a Buy Tickets button. Go ahead and tap on Buy Tickets, then select the date that you want to visit the museum, pick the time that you want to arrive, indicate how many tickets that you need, make sure to read the important information in this yellow box, then tick I have read rules and guidelines, and add to cart. Now they're offering to let you buy hand sanitizer or a mask if you don't already have one, and make additional donation if you want, since we are all facing hard times. Lastly, you'll enter your information, name, zip code, phone number, and email address, and your credit card details. Make sure to double check the total to make sure that it's what you expect, and go ahead and click Purchase. The tickets will get emailed right over to you, and you'll be all set to go. Next, let's go through the process for Smithsonian. Right now, the only Smithsonian properties that are open are the Air and Space Museum Udvar Hazy Center in Virginia and the National Zoo. For Smithsonian, you'll want to navigate to the specific museum website first, look for the link that says Entry Pass, then it'll pull up a calendar. Go ahead and select the date that you want to visit and the time that you want to arrive. The cool thing about the vendor that Smithsonian uses is that it tells you exactly how many spots are left for each time slot. Then click Confirm Time Slot. Indicate how many tickets that you need and add tickets. You have 10 minutes to complete the checkout process from here. So make sure that you have the number of tickets that you need, select Print at Home. Even though you don't need to actually print, you can just show them on your phone, and continue. Then you'll enter your email address, your name, your address, and zip code and phone number. Keep on scrolling, make sure you read the ADA accommodations information, indicate if you need any special accommodations. Then you're going to indicate that you're at least 13 years old. You're going to agree that you wear a face covering when you're in the museum. You're going to acknowledge that you'll maintain proper social distancing. You're going to confirm that you're going to wash your hands and follow proper hygiene. And lastly, you can decide whether you want to opt in to Smithsonian newsletters or not. And finally, click the I have read and agree to the terms of service, purchase policy, and privacy policy, and click Purchase. Now, of course, you're not actually purchasing anything because Smithsonian museums are already free to visit. So once you're done, make sure to check your email and find your timed passes there. Smithsonian seems to be releasing tickets for up to several weeks in advance. I tried to find information about when they release new batches of tickets, but it wasn't very obvious. So I would start checking at least a few weeks before you want to go to make sure that you can get yourself a ticket. And lastly, let's do the National Gallery of Art, which as of today is the only museum on the National Mall that's reopened. For now, only the ground floor of the West Building is open, which is a much smaller space than, say, the National Zoo, so they have far fewer tickets that they can release. Tickets are released each Monday at 10 a.m. for the following week. So, for example, tomorrow on August 10th, they will release tickets for August 17th through the 23rd. To get one of these tickets, first head on over to the website nga.gov and scroll down until you see the Reserve Your Free Timed Passes link. This is going to send you over to Eventbrite, which is the vendor that the National Gallery of Art chose to use. Once you're on the Eventbrite page, go ahead and tap Select a Date. Now, at first, it's going to pull up every single time slot that's available. I personally don't think that this is a good way to navigate this website. Instead, click or tap on the Filter by Date button. That will pull up a calendar and show you tickets for the upcoming week. Click or tap on the day that you want to visit, and then it will show you all of the time slots available on that day. Once you found one that's available, click or tap on the Register button, and that'll take you over to the final registration page where you can complete the process. So if you do visit a museum in 2020, have fun and be safe. And hey, if you made it this far, then I highly recommend another Trip Hacks DC video. So go ahead and click or tap right over here to watch the next one. And if you're going to be out exploring Washington, DC and want to sign up for a Trip Hacks DC guided tour, you can click or tap on the Capitol Dome on the left side of my head. That'll send you right over to triphacksdc.com where you can see all of the tours that we offer. Enjoy your trip!